Electronic technologies are among the many elements of society that accompany our daily lives, such as phones and cars. The impact of these technologies on people's lives is nothing short of astounding. But societal impactors like these require energy to keep running. Where does this energy come from? Well, there are plenty of options out there, but some of the more popular producers of this energy, of electricity, can be found in coal and hydroelectrics. For the ones in charge of energy production, there is much power had. But with that power comes need for responsibility. Let's open up these minds a bit. Get a real good gander of the field.
Greetings, viewers! I am Professor Photon, your guide for this year's Robot Drone League Challenge Mineshaft. Grab your hard hats, ready your robots and drones. We have coal to extract, hydroelectric facilities to maintain, and grapes to plant? Well, no better way to explain that than to get right into the challenge itself. All right, follow me! For this challenge, alliances of blue and red teams work together to complete as many tasks as possible within 10-minute matches. To secure victory, alliances must score higher than their rivals by completing a wide variety of tasks. Now, no two tasks are alike. One can give many points after completing several steps, while another rewards points for completing the same task multiple times. Once teams have been paired and stations prepped, the match begins with the autonomous period. During this period, Alliance drones and robots must operate autonomously and complete tasks for the first 60 seconds of the match, like securing beacons and rings. Once the autonomous period has ended, the teams can gain control of their drones and robots, though leaving them autonomous for longer can net alliances more points in the long run. Speaking of tasks, let's delve into them, shall we? Alliances will need to collect mine ventilation data by dropping methane sensors into the mine's ventilation opening. Because of how tall the vents are, drones will likely have a better chance of completing this first step. The sensor will then develop a reading of its environment. After a minute has passed, robots can be sent to retrieve the sensor from the mine, completing the task. This is a good task to perform in the background while working on other objectives, such as inspecting the hydroelectric dam. Drones must utilize their cameras to conduct a routine inspection of the dam's upstream face. Teams will need to take note of any damages seen and record them on a map of the dam. Alongside this, alliances can send their drones to fetch water samples from atop the dams to perform water quality tests. Speaking of damages, physical ones like those seen on the dam aren't the only kind teams need to watch out for. Cyber attacks can damage systems from the inside out. Sometimes these attacks can be an inconvenience, but most of the time, especially with applications like this hydroelectric dam, these attacks can cause a domino effect that can negatively impact many lives. In this mission task, alliances must navigate their robots and drones to both sides of the dam, where they will find an access point into the structure's computer. Here, the dam's system logs can be analyzed to identify cyber attacks made on the dam. Once the kind of threat and affected sectors have been identified, alliances will need to send their robots to disconnect the respective network cable, followed by navigating to the opposite side of the dam and hitting the system reset button. Once this is completed, the robots must navigate once more to the other side of the dam to reconnect the network cable that was disconnected. While on the subject of hydro, mines employ drainage systems to keep their multitudinous channels free from flooding. Over time, however, these can be worn down, meaning new components are needed to extend their functional lifetime. Here, Alliance robots must navigate to the sections of broken pipe found on the system and replace them with new pipe segments, while also making sure to clear out any existing debris. Did you know that in recent years, reclaimed coal mines have been used to grow grapevines? It takes a good bit of effort to grow this sort of crop in a place like this. Here, Alliances will need to clear out vegetation lying atop the mine and transport it to the green collection zone. Once this is done, robots and drones may be sent to deliver grape seeds to the cleared and prepped plot, paving the way for years of grape harvesting. And of course, what is a mine without anything to collect? For the challenge's showstopper, Alliances will need to delve into the mines and extract coal. Once they have pressed down on the TNT detonators and the ensuing explosion occurs, Alliance robots will be able to enter the mine shaft and begin retrieving coal chunks from within, placing the chunks into their mine carts. Once the cart has been sufficiently filled, the Alliance can then use their robot to push the cart to their station. At the station, Alliances will need to inspect each coal chunk to identify what type of coal it is and place them in their respective sorter bins. Lastly, Alliances will find beacons, rings, and monitors around the playfield that they can interact with. The beacons and rings will activate when a drone flies through them, lighting up in the color of the Alliance that captured it. Alongside this, monitors will show off STEM questions that need to be answered. You have it! The many objectives present in this challenge. As the challenge progresses, points will be tallied at the end of each match. Once all matches have concluded, the Alliance with the highest totaling score will be announced RDL Alliance Champions. Do you think you have what it takes to become RDL's next champions? Then come join us in this year's Robot Drone League Challenge MINESHAFT!